A big-name synthetic oil brand can spend more on a single Super Bowl commercial than some of these companies spend on marketing in 10 years. And yet lab testing keeps showing their oil holds up just as well, sometimes better, than the stuff with the celebrity spokesperson on the bottle. Number 7. Kirkland Signature. Kirkland is Costco's house brand, and their signature full synthetic oil is manufactured by Mobil, the same company behind Mobil 1. This isn't a rumor. It's been confirmed through matching API certification numbers on the bottles. Both brands share identical registration codes with the American Petroleum Institute. A 3-pack of 5-quart jugs, so 15 quarts total, runs about $35 to $40 at Costco, which works out to roughly $2.50 a quart. The equivalent volume of actual Mobil 1 costs close to double that. Costco doesn't advertise this relationship loudly, and Mobil doesn't either, because it would undercut their own premium pricing. But the paperwork is public if you know where to look. Number 6. Quaker State Ultimate Durability. Quaker State has been around since 1913, which makes it older than most of the brands on this list. And it's owned by Shell, the same company that owns Pennzoil. Ultimate Durability is Quaker State's top-tier full synthetic line, and it runs about $28 to $32 for 5 quarts, roughly $10 to $15 less than Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, even though both are formulated in Shell-owned facilities. The reason people ignore it comes down to branding. Pennzoil gets the racing sponsorships and the yellow and black color scheme people associate with performance. Quaker State gets stocked next to it on the same shelf, made with a lot of the same base stock, for noticeably less money. Number 5. Mag 1. Mag 1 is made by Warren Distribution, a company that's been blending oil since 1922. You'll find it at O'Reilly Auto Parts for around $20 for 5 quarts of full synthetic, which puts it roughly $10 cheaper than Mobil 1 for the same volume. Warren Distribution also happens to manufacture oil for other brands under private label contracts, so there's a decent chance you've used their formula before without knowing it. Mag 1 doesn't spend money on TV ads or NASCAR sponsorships. It spends that money on the product and lets the price tag do the talking. Number 4. Ultra 1 Plus. This one is a private label brand sold almost exclusively through Amazon, and most people scroll right past it because they don't recognize the name. Ultra 1 Plus Full Synthetic runs about $25 for 5 quarts, and it meets APA SEN Plus and ILSAC GF6 specifications, the same industry standards that Mobil 1 and Castrol have to meet. The company doesn't disclose who manufactures it, which is common in the private label oil world, but independent buyers who've sent it in for UOA testing, that's used oil analysis, have reported wear metal numbers comparable to major brands after 5,000-mile intervals. It's not flashy, it's just oil that does the job for less. If none of this feels like it's being pushed on you by a sponsor, that's because it isn't. Nobody paid to be on this list. If that kind of no-nonsense breakdown is useful to you, consider subscribing, because the rest of this list gets even more interesting. Number 3. Eurol. Eurol is a Dutch company founded in 1958 that's been formulating lubricants for European vehicles for decades. In the US, it's mostly sold through specialty importers and online retailers catering to BMW, Audi, and Volkswagen owners who want European spec oil without paying European dealer prices. A 5-liter jug of Eurol full synthetic, meeting ASEA and API specs, typically runs $40 to $50, compared to $60 or more for Liqui-Moly or Motul in the same specification. Eurol isn't a household name in America because it's never tried to be. It built its reputation in Europe first, and only expanded into the US as a byproduct of demand from import owners doing their own research. Number 2. Ravenol. Ravenol is a German brand, founded in 1947, that specializes in niche and application-specific formulations. Oils built for specific engine types, transmissions, and even industrial equipment, not just a one-size-fits-all bottle. A quart of Ravenol full synthetic runs around $12 to $15, and the company publishes detailed technical data sheets for nearly every product it sells, something a lot of major brands don't bother doing for the average consumer. Ravenol built its business supplying oil to German manufacturers and specialty shops before it ever tried to sell direct to consumers in the US, which is part of why so few American drivers have heard of it, despite it being trusted by mechanics who work on European cars. Number 1. Walmart SuperTech. SuperTech is Walmart's house brand, and it's manufactured by Warren Distribution, the same company that makes Mag 1. A 5-quart jug of SuperTech full synthetic costs around $18 to $22, making it one of the cheapest full synthetic oils sold anywhere in the country. It carries the same APA SEN Plus and Dexos 1 Gen 2 certifications required by GM for warranty coverage, meaning it's not just legal to use in a new GM vehicle, it's explicitly approved for it. Independent UOA testing, run by hobbyists who send used oil samples to labs like Blackstone, has repeatedly shown SuperTech performing in line with brands costing 2 to 3 times as much. The oil doesn't get discussed much, because Walmart brand doesn't sound premium, even when the lab results say otherwise. So that's 7 brands that quietly do the same job as the oils with the big marketing budgets, usually for half the price or less. If you've run any of these in your own car, I want to know how many miles you got out of it, and whether you'd run it again. Drop that in the comments, and subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this one.